Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Saturday, January 14th, 2023. I am your host, Lance Brock. Thank you for tuning in today. Just want to cover some quick news and notes on this episode of GMWF. If in case you missed it, on 360 Wrestling Fanatic last night had recaps of the three shows taking place: WWE Friday Night SmackDown, AEW Rampage, and Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill, which saw Mickie James become the new Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion, defeating Jordynne Grace in the main event of the show, which show was opened up by the World Championship match in Full Metal Mayhem. Josh Alexander defeating Bully Ray to retain the championship. And it was a great pay-per-view. I talked about this on the podcast last night. I definitely recommend, if you did not see it, order the replay on Fight.tv or the Fight app or your local pay-per-view provider. It was also announced last night on Hard to Kill the next Impact Plus special from Impact Wrestling will be taking place February 25th. That is No Surrender. And their next pay-per-view will be in April for Rebellion in Toronto, which will be their first appearance in Toronto since before COVID. The last time they were in Toronto, they were in the Rebel Complex. And there's our daily guest, the dog over there. I'm sure he loved Hard to Kill last night. And I thought it was a good venue for wrestling. What I understand is from post-wrestling, what I heard John Pollock say is that it's kind of like a concert, a club-like venue. But I thought it would look pretty good for wrestling, and Impact is the only promotion that has ran there. I think it looks pretty good on TV for wrestling, in my opinion anyway. So it could be there. They haven't made any official announcement on the location. So I'm sure when the tickets go on sale, they will announce the location of the event. But now for Impact Wrestling, it'll be interesting to see who they put in line to be the challenger for Josh Alexander's Impact World Championship. They have TV tapings tonight and tomorrow in Center Stage. And that'll be probably the next month or two of Impact Wrestling television, which will probably set up for No Surrender. I know this would be a face versus face feud, but maybe even Speedball Mike Bailey, based on that great match they had at the end of 2022. They could do that, but I think that should be saved, and that could even headline a pay-per-view rather than an Impact Plus special. Not that those are usually good shows, but I think to build it up even more, let there be a longer build for that. I think it could really draw, to be honest, and maybe even have one more match after that, and then the final match of the feud, they could have an Iron Man match. I don't know if I would go up to a 60-minute one like Bryan Danielson and MJF are about to have in AEW, but definitely a 30-minute Iron Man match with those two would be very entertaining. Although it would make sense for them to have a 60-minute Iron Man match, since the match on Impact in December almost went an hour. Could build for that and just have this really big match, and maybe since Josh Alexander won the last one, their next match you could have, I don't know if you would have Bayley take the title off him, but maybe he'd come very close to defeating Josh Alexander, where it would be justified where he could get a rematch, and then they could maybe set up for that Iron Man match. But who knows? And also, Mickie James last night that match was great, and definitely, I didn't mention a match of the night. I don't think I did last night, but it would have to be, I don't know if I can pick one. I'd have to say either the Full Metal Mayhem or the Knockouts Championship match for either the match of the night, the first match and the last match. Both of them just fantastic matches, and also all the matches on the mid-card were also good. There really wasn't a bad match on the show at all. Even the Countdown show, the matches were very good. So 2023, we've had two big shows, and so far they were both great. We had Wrestle Kingdom on the 4th, and then last night, Hard to Kill. Let's hope that Royal Rumble will also deliver, keep this early streak of great shows going. And next weekend, the 22nd, Pro Wrestling Noah presents The Great Muda's Last Bye-Bye, featuring The Great Muda teaming with Sting and Darby Allin in a 6-man tag. And that was mentioned kind of in passing last night on Rampage by Excalibur, when Sting came out to celebrate Darby Allin's victory with him. And Hakushi is going to be involved in that match as well. So I'll talk more about it heading into next Sunday, early Sunday, I should say, because it starts at, I believe, Fight has it listed as starting at 1 a.m. Eastern. I'm sure most people might wait till the next day to watch it. It is available to order on Fight TV. I'm sure that'll be a good show to see, especially the main event, that 6-man tag. And New Japan has their New Beginning shows coming up. And also next Friday night, SmackDown is here in Detroit. Unfortunately, though, it does not look like I will be able to attend as we head into the Royal Rumble. So far, hopefully the Royal Rumble will be good this year. Got Rey Mysterio entering himself. And I was thinking, could we possibly see Dominic end up eliminating Rey from the Royal Rumble, which could add to the feud and possibly the WrestleMania match if that does happen this year. Also, this morning on Peacock, I watched the new episode of Young Rock. And like I've said a little while back, that I plan on one day, once the third season is over, doing an episode of Fanatic Unleashed where I recap the first 3 seasons of the show. So far, I'm a fan of it. I don't know about anybody else, but I do actually enjoy the show Young Rock. And that's all for this episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, if you haven't checked it out yet, last night's 360 Wrestling Fanatic, Impact Hard to Kill, WWE, SmackDown, AEW Rampage, and also the newest AEW All Elite Crate unboxing. You can listen to the audio or go to the 360 YouTube channel and watch the video so you can see what is in the crate. There was, in my opinion, some good stuff in this one, but you can check out, I won't spoil it yet, I'm sure eventually I'll end up talking about it here, but want to give you a chance to go check it out for yourself. Hope everyone has a great day. Keep watching pro wrestling.